Margaret, thank you. 8:14. So it's Severe Weather Awareness Week, and while we make plenty of mentions on how to keep you and your family safe during a storm, we also can't forget about our furry family too. Meteorologist Nicole PAPAY is here with her very own furry four-legged son on how to prepare your pet for any unwanted weather. Nicole.
That's right. I brought Sizzle in this morning to help demonstrate, just the reasons why we love them so much and want to keep them safe during severe weather season as well. I have with me Paula Church this morning. She's with Greenville County Animal Care, talking a lot about what we can do for our pets during severe season.
Absolutely. So, I would like to say first and foremost, always make sure your pets are properly identified. A microchip is always preferred, but certainly a collar with a phone number and information, because loud noises are scary.
Yeah.
Storms knock down fences, animals do get out, and you want to be able to identify them when they're found. So I would say that's probably the number one most important thing.
And having both of those things is probably really good too. I have found a stray every now and then. Sometimes you can't get somewhere to scan them immediately.
Exactly, especially if there's an extreme weather situation. So if you can identify the owner quickly and reunite them, that's always the best case scenario.
Very good. And what can we do during a storm to help comfort a pet that might be a little fearful?
Well, the main thing, if they're indoor and they're fearful, they really like enclosed, quiet spaces. So that's probably the best thing that you can do for them. Certainly if it's an outside pet, do make sure that they have some sort of shelter where they're going to stay dry and cozy and be insulated from the noise, because it is frightening.
It is, absolutely. We get scared ourselves sometimes.
Absolutely.
So nice to have that companionship. What about someone who has an outdoor pet, someone that needs to make sure that they are safe?
Yes, well, they certainly need to make sure that they have nice dry shelter. So not just any shelter, but it needs to be well insulated. It needs to be cool in the warm weather months. It needs to be warm in the cold weather months, and certainly it needs to protect them from wet, from rain.
Okay.
And we've had so much rain lately. So it's very important that they stay dry. I mean, a lot of it is just good common sense. If it's uncomfortable for you, it's going to be uncomfortable for your pets as well.
Absolutely. And as far as, making advanced preparations, there's not a whole lot that has to go into this except for maybe the identification.
Exactly. And do have a plan. I mean, if there's a lot of loud thunder and your dog is frightened, certainly bring them in, find an interior place that's nice, quiet, dark. They like small confined spaces, and that's helpful. So there's some products, a lot of people say if you wrap them in a thunder shirt or a blanket or towel, that's going to help relieve some of the stress. It's important to keep them comfortable as well.
It is, and we are just now beginning to embark on what will become our severe weather season. So thank you, Paula, for letting us know about all these tips. You can always head to Animal Care if you want to adopt a pet of your own, and we'll have more on Severe Weather Week coming up in a couple of minutes. Ted.
Yeah, Nicole, and you can see Sizzle there looking nice and comfortable, knowing that he is safe, that he has a nice plan in case severe weather were to come. Nicole, thanks so much. And speaking of severe weather awareness, South Carolina is getting ready for a statewide tornado drill later this morning. We'll have more on that coming up in just a little bit.